The Trump administration believes that the UFC fight taking place on the White House lawn June 14th on Donald Trump's birthday is somehow the singular event that is going to save his presidency. Dana White, the owner or whatever of UFC, is out there promoting the thing. They're putting their finishing touches on that gaudy, disgusting, trailer park looking apparatus in the White House lawn. And they think what's going to happen because of this fight is that young men are going to come flocking back to Donald Trump. Those under the age of 30 will all miraculously start loving Trump again because he's turned the White House into a trailer park. Yeah, that's what they believe. That is genuinely what they think is going to happen. However, the polls suggest it's not, right? Reality would tell us that no, these young men who turned against Donald Trump because of all the issues that he's created that affect their daily lives, inflation, gas prices, etc. That's what they care about. Not, there's no fight on the White House, so I don't like you anymore. That's not why they abandoned him, but apparently that's why the White House thinks they abandoned him. Now, Dana White was instrumental in getting the youth vote, the under 30 men, to support Donald Trump in the 2024 election. He's the one who started introducing him to the podcasters and those white male influencers on social media. So that strategy worked. It gave Donald Trump enough of a bump to basically pull off a victory in the 2024 election. He didn't even crack 50% of the popular vote. So that tiny little demographic was likely enough to really push him over the edge. However, that demographic since 2024 has dramatically turned against Donald Trump. Here are the numbers. Roughly 1 in 4 men under 29 now approve of Trump's job performance, well below the national average. Just 15% believe the country is headed in the right direction. Only 10% of young men identify as MAGA, and fewer than 3 in 10 want Republicans to control Congress. So he has a below average approval rating with that particular demographic. Only 30% of that demographic even want Republicans to control Congress. They've turned against the whole damn Republican Party. Why? Well, as pollsters point out, young men are responding less to ideology and more to their daily circumstances, rising cost and unaffordable housing market, and anxiety over artificial intelligence reshaping their job prospects. The cultural part works, but it's trumped by the experience. Nevertheless, the White House believes that they're going to have 85,000 people watching this fight on big screens over on the ellipse because, you're not allowed to get on the White House lawn, you vagabonds. You have to go watch on the grass. But it's not going to be what Trump thinks it is. His birthday last year, that big military parade, that show of might, was a complete and total failure that, of course, was overshadowed by the massive No Kings protests. This year is going to be an even bigger embarrassment. Because last year's birthday, we didn't even have these international conflicts that Donald Trump has gotten us involved in. We didn't have the regime change. The full effects of the tariffs had not yet driven inflation to sky-high levels. We didn't have the gas problem. We didn't have all of the, more than 1 million people getting laid off last year yet. So all of the bad things hadn't happened yet last year, and his birthday was still a failure. This year is going to be even more humiliating. However, I will tell you, Trump is going to come out. He is going to tell us it was a, sounding success. It was the greatest birthday bash ever. America's back, baby. But it's not going to do any of that. If anything, it's going to turn even more people against him. He thinks, and Dana White and the White House seem to think, that they can give the entire American public, but of course specifically young men under the age of 30, they think they can give us the circuses part, but not the bread part, right? Bread and circuses. Well, we can't afford bread, so a circus alone sure as hell isn't going to cut it. People love upgrades. We upgrade our phones every year, we upgrade our computers, we upgrade our cars, but most people are still sitting on their wallets. It's time to give your wallet and your life a desperately needed upgrade. That's why I have partnered with Extra. Extra is all about unleashing creativity and the relentless drive for improvement, and their products embody those ideals. The Extra Wallet Pro is the next generation premium smart wallet crafted from Italian vachetta leather and a fully recycled aluminum mechanism with zero plastic. Built for everyday carry, more capacity, slimmer profile, effortless card access, and a lifetime warranty. By the way, I love the way that these cards pop out. And you never have to worry about losing your wallet or any other valuables with their Finder card, an ultra-slim tracking device the size of a credit card. Fits in any wallet, bag, passport cover, you name it. And you can connect it to the Apple Find My app, and you can ring it from up to 300 feet away, see its exact map location anywhere in the world, and get notified the moment you leave it behind. And they've also released an updated version of their vacuum travel bag, which is a must-have product for anyone that ever travels. The new design features easier packing with a side zip opening, more consistent compression from a centralized valve, sealed seams for zero air leaks, and frosted transparency so you can see what's packed inside without opening. And it comes with a vacuum pump that is so small it takes up virtually no space in your suitcase or carry-on. If you're looking for a great Father's Day gift, check out Extra. You'll get up to 50% off site-wide until June 24th, plus an extra 20% off on top of that when you use my code Farron at checkout. And if for some reason you're not 100% satisfied, Extra has a 100-day money-back guarantee. So there really is no risk at all. The link is in the description.